Welcome in, everybody. This is Doors to Divinity, Chapter 5, Episode 13. Last time, the Chaldea group ended up going to Mushville to meet with Mayor Mush. They also spotted Fungi, who was tending plants and also tending his mental health after having bonded with, mentally connected to one of the Kloof Pa. He is still recovering in Mushville, but we'll be following the adventures from afar to return back to the surface of the planet as they move throughout the facilities here. All right, I believe you all left off here in the village, and you were still talking with our mushroom friend. What is it that you plan to do next?
So I believe he gave us directions south to get out of here. And that was what we were doing, right? We weren't taking anyone with us. Fungi's still here.
Yes, you guys are here on the overall map. You can either go down to the south, which is what it sounded like you were going to do, or to the northeast, which is where Balana is. But that didn't seem to be a big concern of yours, since the cave was collapsed already. So, we're just leaving Mushville then? Is that the plan?
Yeah. Okay. We're setting off to go south. Any objections, Pip?
Mr. Pip?
Oh, sorry, I was talking with my mic muted the whole time. Pip does not yet. I was actually talking the whole time, but yeah, Pip is ready to go out. He's ready to go back to the surface.
Okay. Well, you all have a blue key, so you can go whichever way you want. There are several different doors here. There's actually 4 different blue key doors. Let's see, I could tell you that the mushrooms inform you that the other party went down this hall on the right side of the room because they didn't have a blue key at the time. And so they had to take an alternative route. It is quicker to go to the left.
Okay.
I would say we take maybe like the first door.
Okay. First door it is.
Do you mean the left door on the bottom, or are we going to go up and...
I was going to say, like, since we're walking down, right, the first door...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Porcini, can you ping which door you said was the fastest?
Sure. Right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's go ahead and...
I know Sophia has the key. So.
Yes. You do have the key. So, when you open it up, there's a stench coming from underneath this door. And the mushrooms did warn you that the halls outside of Mushville are quite dangerous. And they've not really explored some of these blue key doors. When you open it, your nose is met with a terribly putrid stench. And on both sides of the wall, you find the source of that stench, which is a very long organic entity, which is basically overtaken the walls and ceilings. There's saliva dripping down. There's gnashing teeth, which are in the sides of these walls. You can roll a nature check to know a little bit more about it, to see if the mushrooms had told you anything else. Since you had a blue key, it did come up in conversation that these entities are on, like, in some of these hallways throughout the city. It is a tight fit through this hallway. It is less than 5 feet, so moving into it, you do have a risk of touching it and alerting it to your presence. It cannot see, does not have any eyeballs, it only has teeth. But it's quite foul, and if you do alert it, it can be very dangerous. The mushrooms did state that they are weak to fire. And you would know that with your nat 20.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Oh, that's as foul. What the? Should we choose a different direction to go?
Well, yeah, I can't really talk, but yeah, let's try to find another path.
Yeah, I don't particularly like the idea of climbing down something's throat.
Any way you can turn your mic up or something, Trident? Or I can try turning you up as well.
Yeah, if you could try to turn me up, because I'm on my laptop. I'm not on my
Oh.
computer today.
Gotcha. Okay. So a different way?
Yes.
All right. Which way are we going? The next one? Next door?
Yeah, let's check these other blue doors.
All right. So the rest of these doors open up right here in this hallway. You come across a door on your right-hand side, and you're welcome to look at that if you'd like, or move along.
I guess move along. Keep moving down to the
Okay.
next door, right?
Yep, the door opens. It is not locked. And you proceed down here and you see the next blue key door. Would you like to go through this one or continue down the hallway?
I guess I. Sophia, I'm on the next door.
I'll take a whiff of this door.
Take a whiff. You don't smell anything on the other side of this door.
Okay. I will carefully unlock this door.
All right. Go. This one is actually has an extra lock on it that you will have to roll with your thieves' tools.
My pleasure.
It unlocks. You see the following. A very large room. It appears to have been a gallery at one point in time. And in the gallery, at the center, you see that there is a very large statue of what appears to be a minotaur. You can roll a religion check to know a little more about it. You've heard of the Minotaur deity before, Pip, though you would not have been able to determine that from just looking at the statue. Because typically the Minotaur deity is actually made of spores, not flesh. And this is actually represented not as spores, because it's hard to make a statue of something like that. But you see that on the back side there is a panel which describes the deity's name, which is Corwin. And Corwin is the deity of... Let me grab him real quick. There he is. He's the Spore Minotaur, the deity of kinship. His plane is the Beastlands, or the Steep, and his stone is a petrified horn, and his symbol is an Oktar's Great Axe, which was a frost giant. And he is wielding this frost giant's axe in his two hands. He looks quite fierce, but he does look as if he was not made of spores. I'm going to move you into the room. Down the hall on your right It looks like it dead ends, and then there's another door at the very far left. Besides that, in the main room, you just see like various artwork around the halls, and then a couple other smaller statues, some of which are Fellis, so it could be like warriors from the ancient civilization, and maybe if you roll another religion check, some other deities. You are unsure. Much of the stonework has been broken or defaced due to the wear and tear of being down here for so long. There are some collapsed ceilings, and so some of them are tipped over and broken. What's next?
I recognize this Minotaur, but nothing else in here. What kind of room has multiple deities, do you think?
I don't know, Sophia. The Minotaur is the only one that I know a lot about. But it's definitely weird. Maybe it was a place of worship.
Do we know if the fellows were religious? Or did they
History
forsake
check.
religion for science?
You've gone and scoured through some libraries down here and seen some stuff, so let's see what you know. Pip, you're not sure. But Sophia, from what you remember, they were aware of all the deities that you are aware of in Paradise Bay. So like the regular pantheon. I can go through that if you'd like. There are several groups of deities. The first group is the ones that are sort of evil aligned, called the Five Fiends. Then there's the Benevolent Nine, the Anarchic Four, and the Primordial Tetrad. Then, of course, there is the Prime Designer.
Interesting.
Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate it. Welcome in. We're just playing a little D&D session. I'll be playing some Ashes
I'm not
later.
too sure why they would have all these other religious figures, unless it was some kind of, I don't know, display of sorts for educational purposes.
But why? The thing
Doesn't
too is
really.
the thing too, Sophia. Why was it, you know, like double locked as well? You know, we had to go through two locks just to get to this chamber.
Oh,
Why are they
you're
protecting
right.
this place? Can I investigate the area? Let's see if I can see like any switches or anything.
Yeah, of course. Roll investigation. Let's see what you get. A 19. And so what was your hunch there? I can't really hear you very well. I've turned you up to...
So Pip is like concerned because this room was like heavily secured, right? We definitely had the blue key, but we also had to go through two we have to do like another check, to try to make sure the door is unlocked, so we have to go through
Right.
two locks. So Pip is just wondering now, like maybe there's like a hidden compartment somewhere or like a hidden switch for this area. He's wondering why is this chamber kind of like heavily secured.
I see.
Can I investigate the additional lock that was on the door?
Yes, of course.
Are you able to hear me okay? I'm playing with my settings,
Yeah.
so background stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, roll your investigation check on the door real quick. It was an extra lock, and it does appear that there was great effort to secure this room in particular. I would say that it's a bit odd, just because you've never seen an extra lock padding like this on other blue doors. So
Does
a little
it
bit
look
strange.
like original design, or does it look additional?
It looks like it's an original design from the Fellas at that time. Like it wasn't added at a later point in time.
Yeah. Okay.
And then with Pip's 19, You notice that along the walls there are like these highly secured cabinets. Each of them has what appears to be like some kind of padlock on it, and they're made of metal, and they're framed with like some kind of marble or precious stone. It's quite extravagant looking, and it appears that whatever is in them is, highly valued, maybe of some religious importance.
Okay. Can I want to look at the padlocks? I don't want to like try to unlock them, but I want to like, you know, check them out to see if there's any traps on them.
Sure.
And where would the padlocks be, by the way? Is it all over or just like
There's
in one certain
4
area?
of them. There's 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on the walls, like over here, and then 2 over on this side. So if you want to do like just one check to look at them all, you can do an investigation on those. Let's see here. You had a pretty good roll on the last one. I'm going to give you advantage on this since you've already kind of scoured the room. A dirty 20. You do see that there is a magical trap on each of these locks that needs to probably be dispelled or something.
I almost wonder, do you think they're keeping maybe the way to each of these planes behind these portraits?
That could be a possibility.
I'm sensing a pattern. Or maybe they were non-denominational. Non-denominational. They all worship different ones. I don't know. They have like religious items hidden back here. Either way, I don't think we're equipped to mess with arcane locks or arcane traps.
That is true.
Roll an insight
That's
check
Sophia.
on on the purpose of the locks, the room, and just kind of your gut feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure, Pip, but Sophia, you're starting to feel like Pip was right a minute ago, that there's something important in this room and that leaving it might be a mistake. Though getting to it could be dangerous, which could also be a mistake.
And I want to go to like the middle of the room, right?
Okay.
And I want to use divine sense in the room. I want to
Divine
see if
sense.
I want to see if I do something.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. You hear powerful rings like heavenly music in your ears. You don't sense anything evil. I would say that what you sense is... Let me tell you here. You sense a presence of wisdom. You sense presence of courage. One moment. You hear the notes of a lute. And you feel a connection to an old family member. Or an old friend. Something like a strong bond between you and another that is close to you. But no one specifically, just that feeling.
And then I also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. Right?
Yes, you do sense that there are 4 objects, one in each of the cabinets, and these objects appear to have been blessed or something and secured there because of their importance.
I let Sophia know what's going on, like what I sense, basically.
Okay. What do you want to do? Does anyone have any spells? I don't think you guys do, but
I do have spells, but I don't have any spells that will help this out. Like I have Color Spray,
Mhm.
Cure Wounds, Guided Bolt, Heroism, Shield
right.
of Faith, and Fear.
Hmm.
Can I check this door that I'm standing at? Is that a door?
It is a door. As you approach it, you grab the dusty handle. You see that there is a lock on it, though the lock is quite basic. It pops open, and you see a meditation chamber and a
Hmm.
seat at the end of the room where maybe the leader of such a religious site might sit.
Hmm.
All the
I'll
padding, it's
investigate the
all
room.
it's all floor padding too, by the way, like pillows on the ground where people would sit and cross their legs, right?
Mhm.
But a lot of it's been eaten away by rats or other kinds of insects, and it's just kind of a mess now that's on the ground.
Is there anything? Oh. Ah, just the
You know,
meditation room.
the thing,
Some sort of
you got a
level.
10, so the thing at the end of the room sort of sticks out to you. You walk over to it and place your foot over the top of the pillows, but you don't notice anything, though it does feel like there should be something in this room.
Hmm. It's like some sort of chapel or worship chamber, and I don't know.
I will say the thing that really sticks out to you is the strong smell coming from the corner of the room over here. And when you wander over to it, you realize it's a litter box.
Uh,
Oh,
oh, it's a public bathroom.
There's mold that's like, has crawled all the way up the corner of the wall to the ceiling. And you think, oh, this is the fellas. Like they come here to worship and then they use the litter box when they're done.
Somebody forgot the scoop. I uh, I guess I'm done in here.
Would you
I
care to
want
look, Pip?
to.
yeah. I'll take a. I use my nose and just start sniffing like
Okay.
around it. I want to see if it's like fresh because I I am a what's that thing called again? I'm so sorry.
Paladin?
A trophy hunter. I'm a hunter, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can smell like maybe when was the last time this was used. Yes, I do know that like the doorknob did have like like some dust on it, but maybe
Yeah.
I can smell like what kind of beast or thing used it. So
Sure, yeah. A fella certainly used it 1,000 years ago. Maybe a little less than that because they might
okay,
have survived a while, But yeah, it
yeah,
hasn't been cleaned for a long time, and the mold is crawling up the corner of that wall. It's basically taken over the corner of that room.
okay, all right.
But you
So
can roll
what
an
should I do?
investigation check on the whole room if you'd like. The smell is distracting you. You walk around the room, but don't notice anything other than the pillows and the torn carpet, strewn about the floor.
Yeah, I guess I just walk away from it. I can't stand the stench of it.
Let's say Elkin walks in and have Elkin roll an intelligence check for me. Or, an intelligence check. He walks in, walks out. The smell is too strong for Elkin, even as a robot. All right. We're going to go to Sophia next. Sophia, what are we doing here? You're trying the door?
Yes.
The door is open. There's no lock on this one. You see a door at the end of the hall. And then the hallway turns. And then there's 2 more doors.
Mm.
Nothing
I
in the
don't see
hall.
any creepy creatures.
No creepy creatures here, and nothing of interest in the hallway. Just an old, worn-down hallway. Broken tiles.
Mm. I'll try this door first.
You find another hall with 2 more doors.
Oh. This is getting a little annoying. I'll try this one.
All right. In this room, here we go. You find an empty pool. There's actually like a walkway around it. It's like 5 by 5 feet all the way around. And then the rest of it would be where a pool of water would have been. I'll show you that now. Just give me a moment. But like I said, the water has been emptied, and it's just, just basically an empty room. Over here, you do notice that there is a pedestal at the top side of the room, but it is also empty. When you go up to it, you see that it is round. It looks like it would fit a stone of some kind. You're not sure. And then at the bottom of the pool, you notice that the remnants of what appears to be like foliage of some kind. You can roll a investigation check. No, actually a nature check to know what the remnants are, like specifically. It appears to be a medicine check. Got a 1. It appears to be like dried up mycelium roots. Yeah, they've died. They did not survive, and whatever this is, you're not exactly sure. I could let you roll an Arcana magic, or excuse me, an Arcana check, Arcana magic.
I am starting to think my theory was, I don't know. I just have a feeling, but I don't know shit about Arcana.
If you are not proficient, I'm going to make you roll disadvantage on this. You are unsure what this is. It is certainly something, though. And I will say that it could be related to the things in the cabinet, though you've got no way of knowing that at this time. Where to next?
I'll check out this door.
This is an office of what appears to be maybe a religious leader of the Fellas. You find copious notes on the various deities in the pantheon. I will go over this. It is a long list. It even includes the 5 fiends. The 5 fiends include Aelsgul, which is the deity of dominance and slavery, and ruler of the hells. There's Goosh, the geometric monstrosity, which is the deity of asymmetry and madness, who rules over the plane of madness. There's Cromwell, who's the deity of destruction and war, who rules over the lost battlefield of souls. Then, of course, Rin the Nightwalker, the deity of cannibalism, decay, and despair, who rules over the Shadowlands. And, last but not least, Vishnishtra, which is a monstrosity, who's the deity of megalomania and vanity, who rules over the corroded chasms. You also find copious notes on the Benevolent Nine, which include Bartholomew, Daneth and Niel, Elkunter, Bastion and Scotty the Homunculus, Alir, Jelena, Myrna, Rakana, Vieri, and the Anarchic Four, which includes Briella, Malachite, Ponk, and Sweeney, the Primordial Tetrade, Burr, Corwin, Skeven, and Tanuk, and no notes on the Prime Designer.
Interesting.
Is there anything
is
that you're
like-
looking for in the notes that you would like to know specifically?
Are there
Um,
any? Sorry, go ahead. Yep.
No, I was gonna say like, is there any notes on those padlocks down there?
Ah,
The ones
yes,
that are there.
there are. It says that it is locked, and only the high priest or priestesses can open the locks. In order to do so, you need to dispel magic. If you were to set the traps off, it does have the possibility, it's not guaranteed, but the possibility of destroying the artifacts within the locks. It only refers to them as artifacts, does not describe them, and by any means.
Are there any notes from the high priest or priestess about like their last couple masses or rituals that they've done, like personal notes of that can kind of help me understand
Like a
how they're
diary.
yeah,
Any
to
clues,
kind of
basically.
understand like how their services go. Yeah.
Sure. Roll investigation check. All right. With the 24, you discover that there are four, under the description of each deity, there lists their plane, like what they're the deity of, their stone, and their symbol. So under the four that I mentioned, like the four artifacts that I mentioned, it talks about, or it basically, he's got circled four different stones. The first one is the Star Stone, which is Bartholomew. There is the Cat's Eye Stone, which is Elk Hunter. 1 second. There is the Petrified Horns. And the last one is Starstone, Cat's Eye. I forgot what the other one was that I chose. Give me a second. It's that one, and let's do this one here. The Pearl.
Starting to think I was right. I think these religious items might be what summons the hive gate for them. And I wonder
Interesting.
if this pool is maybe the hive gate. Sophia pulls out the lava stone from her pocket
Okay.
and looks at it.
You know that these stones can be
And
polished to be like more spherical. This one is not, but it could be if you were at an appropriate smithy of some kind.
yeah. She's thinking she could test it out right now by putting that stone up there and see if anything happens, but maybe that's a bad idea. She puts it away.
Fair. What would you like to do
Um,
next?
Continue exploring these.
Okay.
We need
This-
to come up with some kind of plan to open those locks with the magic
Yeah.
traps. I'm no good with magic.
Maybe we can. What if we find a priestess or something here? Or one of
I, from what I gathered, it doesn't necessarily need to be a priestess. It needs to be someone with dispel magic. Do you think Fungi or Mayor Mesh knows someone?
Perhaps, yeah. We could definitely ask for one of them to, or someone in the town.
Okay. Well, let's, I guess, clear this area up first. Make sure it's safe. And I'll check in here.
Okay. When you walk through this hall, the map I'm about to show you will not match. Uh-oh. Well, that map is broken, so hold on 1 second. The map I chose does not work. You just got to hold on to what you got. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's not gonna work. This will work. Thankfully I had a backup plan. All right, so it's not exactly a fitting map for the size of that room, but we can just imagine that when you walk in, this is kind of what you see. So you'll see the entrance at the bottom. It appears to be a very large church, okay? And at the front, there is no light in here, so if you see that, just ignore it. And then the statue that you see at the back is what appears to be a mind flare. Below you see that on the plaque reads the Prime Designer.
So it's basically dark. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do we know what mind flayers are?
Go ahead and roll a history check. You've heard of them, though you thought that they were just myth. I'm having some trouble here. I can't seem to bring your characters on the map. That is so weird. Let me relaunch Shard. Give me a moment. It seems to have stopped working for me. Yes, I don't know what happened there. Very weird. Okay, now you're back. Let's try one more time. Okay, now it's working. Sorry. All right, so what were your questions again?
I was just saying, you were saying that it was dark, right, in the room?
It is quite dark. There are braziers on the wall right here, but they're all not unlit. And then at the back, there's these statues, but everything is in complete darkness.
Okay. I would like to take a torch out and light them up. Just the first two. I guess
Yeah,
these, right? You were saying?
yeah, it lights the room up, like the first half of the room, pretty nicely. And you can kind of see the, like, I guess the silhouette of this, giant statue in the background, which appears to be lording over the rest of the church. The tattered carpet or rug is unfurled before you, and a very large sigil of the sun, which exists right below it.
I like to investigate the room before walking more in.
Sure, roll investigation. All that you notice is that everything is basically it's a dilapidated building. The chairs themselves are broken down and the legs are, bent and snapped. Get out of here. Yes, so stupid bots. And then even some of the statues, like these smaller statues on the side are, have fallen over or broken. You do notice that there are some side rooms that could be investigated, which are over here. Like that. But other than that, you don't really notice anything of importance.
I yell to Sophia, it's clear, Sophia. And I just start walking towards the other two so I can try to light up the room correctly.
Sure. The whole room is lit now. You can see 4 more doors on the 2 on your left and 2 on your right. And then actually there's even 2 more that are up at the top. Where are you going inside here? They've got a few options. There's the statue ahead of you, and then there's the different doors that go to the various rooms.
I asked Sophia where she thinks she wants to go.
Um, I guess I'll check out the right. Does this sit on the bottom here?
The first door will be right over here. Yep.
Is my ping working?
Yes, now I see it. When you open it up, you see that it leads to like a descending stairs. As you go down the stairs, it leads you to this next room, and then there's a hallway which leads down underneath the entrance that goes deeper into the ground. You notice that there is an altar at the back of this room. Would you care to approach it?
Sure. Give it a look-see.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character over there.
I don't see my character.
I have to refresh it also. Yeah,
Oh, refresh?
yeah, refresh the screen.
Yeah.
I had the same issue.
Okay.
That's what you need to see trailer stuff. Once I did it, I was able to see it.
I don't think stream can see our characters.
Oh, weird. Let me refresh my
Yep.
stream too. Something like stopped working halfway.
Oh, there it is.
Stream I can't see the characters on stream either. What the heck? Maybe it's because this needs to be refreshed. Hold on. Oh, I think I know why. It's coming back. I have 2 browsers for Shard, so I didn't refresh the other one. There it goes. All right, now it's working.
We'll fix that in post.
All right, so you see this altar. You can roll an investigation check on it if you'd like. You realize that it's not just an altar, it's actually a coffin, but like a high-tech coffin. When you look at it, there's actually numbers, like it seem to be like keeping track of like I don't know, like a status of whatever's inside the coffin. And the more you investigate it, you realize whatever's in there it could be alive. Like it's some kind of cryogenic chamber.
If what I know about mind flayers is true, if mind flayers are real, I'm not sure we should be messing with this stuff.
Pip just starts walking slowly backwards.
What does the numbers on this sarcophagus say?
It just
Is it
appears
something I
to.
can read?
You can roll a medicine check, and I can tell you more. You believe it's the creature's heartbeat and life signs.
I think whatever's in here is alive. And we should probably go.
Pip just smirks and be like, yeah, he's just walking away.
Walking
I guess
away.
very carefully. Very carefully, I want to go explore over here.
Okay.
Should we stealth?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be stealthy about this.
Okay. Okay, you got an 8 and a 20. All right, you're trying your best to stealth, but you are making a lot of noise. You keep hitting the rocks, which, the rubble keeps kicking across the tiles. But nothing seems to stir. So, it seems like you're okay as you're stumbling across the floor. As you walk through this hallway, it does go underneath the entryway, and it leads you over to the other side of the church, toward the front, and into another room with yet another casket. Only this one is broken, and inside, do you choose to peer inside?
Yeah.
Pip
How
just
can
like
you resist?
tries to peek over.
When you peer inside, you see that of a Fellis skeleton.
Hmm. That's it? Just a
Just a normal Fellis
normal
skeleton.
fella skeleton?
Yep.
Hmm.
Do we see anything else besides the skeleton inside the case? Like,
Anything
if
else
it's holding
besides the
anything?
skeleton?
Like if it maybe like it's holding something?
You do. It is been buried with a bottle of catnip.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay. I'll come back up these stairs and come check out this door.
Okay. Come up the stairs. Let me get that cleared for you. And you enter into the next room, which appears to be some kind of lounge, probably for the high priest or priestess, which would have operated this facility. You do notice that there is a desk on the far end of the room with a journal on the desk and a resting chair.
Want to pick up the journal?
Okay.
Give it a peruse.
It is the journal of the high priest, which ran this church, and it talks about how they were preserving some of their high priests and priestesses in these test chambers, which were supposed to preserve them for like over long periods of time. Only a few chosen fellows were given this rare opportunity, and they did it so that they could pass down their knowledge to future fellas, both technological and spiritual knowledge, in the hopes that future fellas might be more tied to their history and their past.
Hmm. Okay. I'll come up here and continue across.
Okay.
I guess while I'm here, can I investigate these worshipping areas?
Yeah, definitely. You can roll a religion check if you'd like, or if you're trying to investigate something that's just like a, part of the room would be investigation. If it has to do with religion, then religion.
Okay. I think I'm trying to like read what's available up here or just see what kind of information I can glean from the setup of the altar.
Sure.
So I'm assuming religion check.
Yeah, you notice that it is strange to be looking at the statue of a mind flayer. It is wielding a tome in one hand, and in the other, it is just kind of has its hand out and extended with an open palm. And it has wings on its back. And what else? It would. I will say that on the book, like the stone book that it's holding, it's open to a page, and the page shows a planet. And the planet appears to be made of brain matter.
Nope. Don't like that.
And then it just says, like on the inscription at the bottom, the truth exists. I would say the truth exists within the mind. That's what it says.
Hmm.
Should we break the statue see if there's
Anyways.
something in the head?
Oh.
Maybe it's a
Uh.
puzzle? The truth is in the
Uh.
mind.
I. Should we? That seems kind of sacrilegious. Do we have
And
something to break a statue? Can
uh
I can I tap on the head, see if it feels hollow?
or
Roll
this
investigation. It's hearing based. Pip, you trip over the steps trying to get to it. By the time you get there, Sophia's already done it, and it does sound hollow.
Oh,
maybe instead of breaking it, we could find something that opens. Like maybe it's a switch. If you do feel it hollow. It said it's in the head. Right?
yeah. That's a good idea. And she's gonna take the Can she take the scepter out of his hand?
Yeah. It is. Well, it's part of the statue. Are you talking about the
Oh,
statue or
okay.
the?
Yeah,
It's like
the statue.
a book, not a scepter, just a tome that's opened.
Oh,
It's got a picture of a planet that's made of a brain,
yeah.
and then the truth lies within the mind, on like the scripture at the
Okay.
bottom.
I thought you said he was holding a scepter in the other
If I did, I
arm. Just
retract that.
oh, the scepter disappears.
I probably did. I probably did say that.
I yeah. If you want to try and find a way to open this, I think maybe we go back and check the fella's skeleton, see if there's anything in his skull.
That's true. Well,
So you get this head open, and I'll go get the other fellas's head open.
okay. So I, you know, like look around, like I like start moving the hand. I'm assuming the wings are there too. Like just like see if they budge, see if they open up anything.
You have to speak up a little bit more, Trident. We could barely hear you.
Oh, yeah.
There
So
you
I was
go.
saying that if I would like to like move the hands around, see if the statue's hand moves, like if there's like a switch or like the wings.
There is no switch. Everything is stiff, but the head is hollow.
Pip see if he could pick it up, like he could pull it up.
Nothing budges.
Hmm.
Sophia's
Anything
gonna throw
that
her knife at it.
oh, okay. Pip is like just moving stuff around, and then boom, he just sees like a knife right at his head.
You threw a knife at it?
Yeah,
Okay, roll to
I'm just
hit.
gonna throw my knife at it.
A 17 is not enough. The karambit bounces off and returns to you.
Pip is like, watch this, and I fall
When
yet again, yet
when
again.
you hit the head, some kind of magical barrier around the stone ricochets your axe off of it, and it like shocks you, surprises you. Would you care to try again? It didn't harm you. You
So
just couldn't.
okay, but it shocked me, like oh,
It surprised you.
all right,
Yeah, not a literal
all right,
shock.
yeah. So Pip grips his battle axe, looks at the head, like tries to aim straight at the head, and just goes for a swing one more time.
This time you actually manage to break the magical barrier. You hit the stone, but the head does not crack open yet.
Oh, oops, I rolled for damage there.
Okay. You've done some damage to the stone, but it's still not broken. Just as you're doing this, you hear something moving through the door behind you. Roll a perception check. You just see a shadow move past the entrance. You're not sure what it was, but something is nearby.
Hmm.
Oh.
I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
Elkin will move up and he's gonna ready an action. While I like continue trying to hit the statue, he's gonna ready his charge attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for another swing at it.
Okay. Again, the magical barrier bounces your axe off and makes a loud noise. And then suddenly you see a monster appear inside the room. As it begins to move frantically with its weird, gangly arms towards you, it spots you, and it seems to be rather disturbed and hungry. Its many strange eyes are peering back at you. It's got its legs, which carry its body, and then it also has smaller arms coming out of its mouth. Roll initiative.
Did I go invisible soon enough to get a kind of surprise?
You do. I'm going to let you roll stealth, though, first. And let's see if you can pass its passive perception.
Okay.
You do. So you will get surprise. So we are going to let you go first, and then we start the initiative order for round 1. And don't forget you have advantage.
Okay. Hmm.
And now it's battle music playtime. Let's go. I'm really glad you guys came this way. It's actually pretty cool. Right, what are we doing, Sophia?
I'm gonna throw my Crambit at it, which I think takes me out of stealth.
Yep.
Or out of invisibility.
Let's see.
I think she can roll for like making sure she's stealth or not still after the attack, right?
I think you're just invisible. I don't think it will drop unless it says.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay, so
How did you go invisible is the question.
my
Spell?
cloak of invisibility.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Oh no, here it says the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Okay. So yeah, you're right. My bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just throw this, and since it's 60 feet, no advantage.
Let's see here. Correct. That is correct. So
Okay.
you get 20 total. That hits. Whoa.
That
Holy
hits right
shit. Okay. You impale one of its eyes, and it sort of screeches in agony.
And I want to, I guess, disengage. Um,
Okay.
Can I disengage and hide in the same turn?
Let's see. I have to refresh my memory on that. Well, you can disengage as a bonus action. You already attacked,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I think it's an action.
Yeah.
Action.
Well, you don't have to disengage because you're not next to it. If you meant like,
Oh,
do you mean
Yeah, that's
sorry.
true.
maybe you meant dash?
Yeah. So I'm gonna dash back here. That's what I'm gonna do.
You have full cover there, so unless it moves
Yeah.
into range, it can't hit you.
Okay.
All right, then it goes to the beginning of round 1, which means you get to go again. Oh no, sorry, Sizzle goes first. Ugh, I can't read. Okay, so it goes 40 feet. No, it's going to burrow underneath the tiles. So it burrows down 10 feet. It goes and then it disappears. And it's going to dash. I will say that you see like the tiles breaking on this, like the surface of the floor right about here, but in the middle of the carpet. So about there, I guess. But it's under the tiles. That's its turn. It then goes to Pip.
Okay. Oh wait, I have to roll for the. How do I roll for Alkin?
For initiative,
Yeah.
you can roll dexterity and then I'll change it in there. A 2. Whoops. Okay, got it.
But so Pip is going to move down right next to Elkin, and whenever he's readying his action for his battle axe.
Okay. So whenever it gets to you, you'll hit it?
Yes. I'll charge the weapon, yes.
Okay. You root into your stance with your axe ready. Let's see what happens next. It goes to Sophia. I ended the invisibility for you.
Thanks. I am gonna ready. Am I able to ready stepping out and throwing my knife? Or is that two separate things?
You can step out, throw your knife, but it's under the ground. Is the only problem. So you're saying ready to
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to step out, ready the action. As long as you're within range to hit it, then or within line of sight, you should be able to use it once it surfaces.
Okay. I will step out just enough to get coverage of the room.
Okay.
And ready to throw my knife.
Okay. Then goes to Elkin's turn.
Elkin is gonna move back a bit, and he will again ready his action for charge.
Okay. Then it goes to the beginning, which goes to the sizzle. It goes 20 feet. Let's see. Then it is going to go another 20 feet underneath you to the other side. So it's dashed. That's its turn. It's still under the ground. Your turn,
Where's
Pip.
that? Do we
You
see
can
where's that?
You're basically the tiles just moved underneath your feet and it went right past you. Just barely past you.
All right. So basically he's here, like right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I start attacking the ground. Where's that?
Attack the ground.
Yeah, like where the tiles are at. I'll
Okay.
like choose my attack.
You'll have disadvantage on this roll, but you can attempt it. See if you can cut through the tiles.
Well, that's the first one.
Roll
I won't
disadvantage.
roll again.
Yeah, I know it's a
Oh, okay.
1 already, but I want to see if
Yeah.
you get 2 nat ones.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. You just hit the
Roll
tiles.
again. All right. Message. 19.
19. This time you embed the axe deep enough that you strike the sizzle with it, and you hear it screech out in pain. 11 total damage. That is slashing and radiant damage.
Yes.
So you're going to do
And
the
I will
full.
also, yeah, and I'm also going to be doing Divine Smite on it as well with that attack. So that's an additional 3 or low, but
Okay.
3 radiant damage extra.
Got it.
Does it burrow out? Like, can we see it?
Not yet.
Okay, but it's still down there. Do I notice that he does not like the radiant damage? While striking him?
It's effective, but not. It doesn't appear to be vulnerable to it.
Okay.
Okay, Sophia, your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to pull out my spear. And then, kind of with a running leap, I'm going to attempt to embed it
Okay.
through kind of where his axe went and straight down into the creature.
All right. Let's see. Disadvantage, but you do get to try. A 15. That just barely misses. A 10. Okay, right. Anything else?
Probably move back a bit.
Okay.
And that's it.
Elkin's turn.
All right. Why is it moving so straight? Okay, Elkin's just gonna stand there, and he's not gonna use charge this time, but he's running his action for flaming gorge. Or
Okay. Ready? That's it. It goes to the sizzle's turn. It then surfaces. Now, the ready to action would just be for Elkin. Is that right?
Yeah, but he's not close enough. He's not charging.
Okay.
Remember, I changed it to Glory.
Gord, okay. So, what happens here is I roll 2 of these. You see that the eyes turn into these faces. The faces are Felis creatures. It appears to be trying to... You can roll an insight check. Both of you do that real quick. From what you can tell, Sophia, it's shifting faces on its body to try and imitate you, but right now it's failed to do so. And the things that you see are just Felis faces. It then goes to attack. It's going to attack Pip with its claw. Makes 3 attacks and 1 with its kick. A 21 to hit. I think that's the only attack that hits.
Yeah, it's only this. Let me see.
5 slashing damage. Not too bad. Okay, it then goes to Pip.
Pip just starts swinging. He uses his battle axe of radiant judgment, and does a 15 hit.
15 just misses.
And he swings again with it.
Damn, that also misses.
Oof. Um. huh. Pip moves to right over here on this corner, and he ends his turn.
Okay. Sophia.
Sophia sees this monster like miss 2 times before finally getting just like a little scratch on Pip. She says, "Oh, he's just a baby,"
Pretty
and she's
much.
gonna come sliding in behind it. Well, to the side of it, I guess, and attack.
All right, advantage. And your sneak attack, too, which should be pretty good. Advantage on both. Nice. Both of those hit.
Oh.
Big damage. Let's go. 19. And 20. You
So
appear to
she
have
slashes
wounded it.
Sneak it.
twice
Sneak
in quick
damage, right?
succession.
Do you
What?
do sneak damage? Is it already like?
Yeah, that's in there.
Okay.
And then she's going to attack again. Just a quick stab with her. No. Wait a minute.
Can you do a third attack?
Yeah, so I can do. I'll have to read it to you, but
Okay.
basically, with my main attack action, I can attack with both weapons, and then I still have my bonus
right.
action attack.
I forgot
And my
about
bonus action attack is treated like a full attack. Well, not a full, but a full.
that. Okay. Cool. That's really awesome. The 15 just
Actually,
misses, though.
okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, it does say I can treat my bonus action attack as a full attack. Would that mean 4 attacks?
Yeah, because then you would still do a bonus action, right? Because the other dagger is not a bonus action.
No.
Yeah, so then you
But
would
I'm
do it.
wondering, you see. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, that's true. It's part of the attack action on your turn without expending your bonus action. When you use 2 weapon fighting using a dagger in both hands.
Yeesh.
So I think you did it right this turn. So your bonus action is just the dagger.
Okay. I was
think.
also wondering if there's some flavor text that it says when after I attack, I can do my bonus action like it's a full attack. And so I was wondering if that extended
Where's that at?
to. I think it's the second part of martial agility.
Let's see here. See, additionally, you use a cutting action to make an attack with a weapon in your offhand as though you just completed the attack action. Oh, wow.
So does that mean
Huh.
I just can use sneak attack with my bonus action, or does that mean I can then attack with both weapons a second time?
It kind of sounds like that. It's like a specific rule that builds off of swift stabbing almost. Yeah, additionally, you may use your cunning action to make an attack with a weapon in your offhand, your dagger, as though you just completed the attack action. Huh. When you use a bonus action to attack a creature with a weapon in your offhand, you may use your sneak. Okay, we already know that. So yeah, you would still have a bonus action to do another dagger attack, right?
Just one or two?
Two, you would
Like,
have a second one now, is what it sounds
okay.
like,
So
right?
so it gives me double swift stabbing, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if you have to use your cunning action to do it, to make an attack. Your cunning action is you take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. So when you're taking your bonus action to make an attack with a weapon in your offhand, as though you just completed the attack action.
Actually,
That's
swift stabbing says you can only do it once per turn, so it doesn't proc twice.
oh,
Yeah. So just three
okay,
attacks for
that's
now.
true. Yeah, it gets confusing with all the homebrew stuff, which we're going to move away from here eventually because it's broken, but it's fun. All right. Anyway, so we got that done. We go to Elkin.
All right. Elkin, Elkin uses charge.
Okay, 11 misses. Damn. Oh, it's a
No,
strength.
that's that. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's a charge attack. I don't know if it attacks.
Let's see. Oh, it just takes. I'm sorry. Yeah, it just takes the damage. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I don't see anything about an attack.
Yep.
And then hits it with a gore attack on the same turn. Do you?
Yeah.
It sounds like you have to hit it with a gore attack.
Okay.
That missed, so it doesn't get the extra charge. So they're like tied together. The gore attack counts as the hit. Okay.
I got it. So what? He just gets like there, basically, his face.
You're super quiet.
Oh, he just gets
Sorry.
there right in his face. Then he's just
Okay. Oh, I could do this. I forgot to do this for. I got to roll 2 of these. Okay, nothing happens. So it goes to Sizzle's turn. It is going to roll these again for all 3 people.
Before, yeah. So, any creature that begins its turn in contact with Elkin takes 1d4 damage.
Okay.
Takes 1d4 fire damage.
All right, let's get that rolled.
Yep.
All right, 3 damage. And this is
Does
going to
the fire
use.
hurt him? Does the fire bother him, or?
It does regular damage to him. So, yep.
Okay.
And then it's going to use its claws, this time on Sophia. Oops, that last one doesn't count. It should be 19, 26, and then the kick. All right, so we're going to have this.
The first 2 hit.
First 2 hit. Okay.
Yeah. I have AC of 18.
8 and 5. Not too bad. That was its turn. It's not doing well on its ability rolls. Then goes to Pip.
All right. Pip starts attacking it again with his battle axe.
That hits.
Gonna do his first 2 hits.
Yep. Big hits.
Just roll the advantage on them.
So close. Damn.
Yep. Rolling damage now for them.
Okay.
I'm gonna use action surge now.
Okay.
He's pissed off. He got what was it? Clawed or he was? I think I was kicked. Right?
You were clawed and kicked.
Yes.
Maybe. I forgot what hit, but
Yeah, it was one of them. But yeah, so he's pissed off. Pip just continues swinging.
those both hit. Advantage. Ah, so close again. 14. You're starting to
And
maim it.
then the final one, I will be using um the Device Smite
Okay.
again on it.
Another 8. Awesome.
And that is Pip's go.
Very nice. Sophia.
He's a little weak, don't you think?
Yeah. But I didn't like that little chili.
So
As a creepy
that's
move.
a crit for me.
Okay, sweet.
So when I do crit, am I rolling? Do I click roll critical?
Yes.
Jesus. Oh,
You stab this, you leap on top of this thing, you begin to stab it in all of its faces, which are like appearing to you as Fellas or other kinds of creatures that it's encountered in the ancient empire. After you stab them all, it falls dead.
you're not cute. It's not going to work.
It finally cries out with the last gasp, and you see all of the faces, the lids kind of fold back over the eyes, and you see it return to its regular pupil size before the lids then shut permanently. It is dead. I'm going to give you your XP.
Damn. Big crit.
That was crazy. All right, you got a good chunk of XP. I don't think it was enough to level, but it was a good chunk.
Yep.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll. If you want to collect monster parts, we can do that. I still need to show you guys how to do this. I keep forgetting to do it.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Pip needs to use
Especially as
his
a trophy hunter.
skinning and his skinning
Yeah.
skills.
So, yeah, for monster parts, what you'll do here, you'll roll nature or survival. You're going to roll it with disadvantage if you're not proficient with hunter's tools.
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
Or
Hunter's
the
tools
or
are-
the skill. Or the skill is fine.
Yeah, have nature. Yeah.
Jesus.
That means you get double.
Oh.
So
Double.
only one of you roll it. We're going to go with Sophia's since you got the
that
20 and you
beautiful
rolled
cat.
it first.
Yeah.
But typically maybe Pip would roll because of the high modifier.
Okay.
And then
That
what I
makes
do is
sense.
I look at this table, and then let me go in and get the sizzle out here real quick because I need to look at its stats. So it's a large and it's a CR10. So for CR10s, it means it's an uncommon monster. And then I go to the large category. The standard parts is 5 common and 2 uncommon. But we double them for the nat 20, so you get 10 and 4. Which brings you to 12 common monster parts and 8 uncommon monster parts. And then what you do is you use these monster parts in combinations of 4, and you can make potions. You have to roll once to learn how to make the potion. Once you know how to make it, you don't have to keep rolling for it. It's an automatic craft. You just need the monster parts to make it and the time required. And the ingredients, but we can talk about that later. It's kind of a fun little thing we have going on. We've used it for a long time. Works pretty well. All right. I've recorded that. Now you're in the empty room here. You're looking back up at the statue. Are we attempting it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Pip tries to climb back up onto the altar and starts swinging again.
Okay. Your axe bounces off the magical force field. You kind of sigh, you look up at this thing. You know there's something in there. You just have to get through it. I'm going to roll a fate die to see what happens because you failed. Okay. You can attempt it again. It bounces off the magical force field yet again. You can re-roll. Try to hit it.
No.
Oh no. It bounces off, and I'm going to say that you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Nothing again.
Let's see here. There you go. All right. Try it again. Oh my god, one of these rolls.
I know. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Okay, hold on.
Can Sophia come up and just like press parts of the book? See if there's a button in the book.
Tried that, but you can roll investigation again to see. You both can do that if you want to try.
Oh. Okay.
You cannot find the button. You cannot find the button.
So there is a button.
A button. What do you want to do? With that last one, you took another level of exhaustion. So that's not good. I don't know. Right now, your speed is halved. If you take another one, you get disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. It's not good.
Yeah, Pip is just painting now, like he's tired.
Sophia's just gonna put her forehead to its forehead.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Son of a bitch. She'll throw a knife at it.
Okay. Try it. Let me check your previous roll. I think it was 24. Just want to make sure that I got that. Yeah. It shatters it. Suddenly, you have a vision. The room goes dark, and before you, you see a great brain in a chamber twisted and malformed by brain matter. Before you stands Corwin the Minotaur, not as a spore deity, but as his former self before his transformation. He's wielding an axe, and it's embedded inside of a brain. You feel yourself enclosed all around by tentacles and a strange smell. Across from you, on a platform, are 2 mind flayers, their bodies strewn about, defeated. And behind you, down a stairwell, is another party of adventurers, looking up at Corwin, hoping that whatever is about to happen is what they intended to happen. Then suddenly everything goes bright, and you feel yourself tumbling through an endless passage, spiraling into this vortex of just of an ineffable design. And as you get sucked down into this passageway, you feel yourself tumbling, your mind trying to hold everything together and make sense of what is spiraling before you. Roll a perception check.
On the assault.
This would be just for Sophia. There's a darkness that looms outside of this passageway, this corridor that you're falling through. Then suddenly you wake up and you open your eyes and you see a quiet seaside village. Children running about, thatched roofs. A strange man walks out of a longhouse wielding a stone of brilliant light. People come around for a great gathering. They seem to be quite excited. They're announcing the future leader of the village. A daughter of this individual walks up and he announces that she is to be the heir of the village. And then suddenly the vision changes again. It goes dark. You see a great figure casting strange dark magic in a land full of shadows. He appears to be riding a dragon of some kind. Your mind goes dark again, and you wake up here.
Jesus. Just
Roll
kind of
insight.
shaking off the illusion.
You realize that during your vision, you saw Kamaji Gruzlock, though his former self, not his twisted, malformed, hellish version of whatever he's become, and some of their friends in that village. But they're like a little younger than they are now. And then you believe that the passage you were falling through was the Silspore passage, though you've never actually gone through it yourself. This is a profound moment for your character, I'd have to say. The things you've witnessed, some of them you can't explain. Corwin splitting a brain open, it's like, what was that? You know, these deities fighting some kind of creature and then falling into a passage after. None of that makes sense to you.
Darkness that I felt outside. Do I recognize that?
You don't, but it stands out to you as quite odd. You're not sure what it was. It was unreachable, and it was kind of indistinct, obscured by the Silspore passage's walls because it's so colorful and vibrant. But outside of that, there was something, and you're not sure what it was. I will say, you can roll a history check real quick. This is more of like a history of your conversations with Brillis. You never listen to that guy. He just talks about shoes.
I just witnessed some sort of odyssey. Emphasis on the odd. I don't quite understand what I just saw, but I think I saw those guys, Kamaji, Grizzlock, but they were younger. I think I was looking at the past, and Corwin was there, and he did something too. Some kind of brain. There was these guys, whatever these are called.
Then you look up at the statue.
Mind players.
You see the hole in the head, and as you pry the stone away, there's something inside. Not a brain, but something just as significant. Do you pull it out?
Yes.
As you roll it into your hands and gaze upon it, roll a religion check. This could go for Pip too, because he's now looking at it in the palm of your hands. I will give you advantage because you had the Sophia, because you had the vision. Whatever it is, it doesn't match the description of any of the deity's stones. It's some other kind of stone. You suspect that, well, and when you look upon it, roll perception. It appears that it has pieces of all the stones inside a single stone. You don't know what that means, but this, whatever this is of extraordinary value.
I think I'm gonna need like 45 minutes to think about what just happened. No, an hour.
We could hang out in the chamber. One of they have some little couches there. Stuff that
Yeah.
we can.
You sure can. You want to lounge over here? You want to take like a short rest or something? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take your short rest as you're reflecting upon this very unique, very extraordinary stone. You've stumbled upon something significant. Now,
Yeah, I think Sophia's just trying to understand and like how to put some of it into words, because some of it just is almost like unreconcilable
yeah,
for her.
you could roll an insight
Um,
check to kind of do like an introspective, like introspection on yourself and like your experience, what you saw.
Does short rest help out with my exhaustion, by the way, or no?
No, it has to be a long rest. We can do that here if you wanted to. You'd recover your hit die now that you just used, but could do that. 17 is enough to know you believe, and you're kind of throwing this out there as a theory, not as for sure. You might have just witnessed the creation story of your world or your universe, multiverse, whatever the hell it is. You believe you were there at the point in time it was created.
huh. Oh, Pip is not going to believe this.
You see Pip just laying down.
Pip's just laying down. He's going to a counseling
just like
session.
resting.
Oh,
He's just like resting up. Like he doesn't know what's going on because like Sophia's in the other like she's at the benches over here, and Pip's just like laying down on like these I guess couches or so. Like
yeah.
yeah. So he's just like laying down there, like he's exhausted, you know. So she's
Fair.
just chicken, so
Okay.
doesn't really know what's going on because I know Sophia's like the Pip saw Sophia's reaction, and Sophia's asking for like I need some time to like just try to take this in.
Do you guys want to do a long
She'll
rest?
probably. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. That brings your exhaustion level to 1. And then I think you need to prepare one more spell too, so try and I don't know if you wanted to do that, but you get one more, it looks like, for prepared. Just want to make sure you had all the tools available to you.
Yeah. Damn it. I don't have the spell magic. It would have been good.
Okay. Where are we going from here? You want to go back to the caskets, or you leaving those?
I think after the long rest, Sophia will kind of go in and convey to him what she thinks she understands of what happened to the best
Yeah.
of her ability. And then I think she's interested in opening this casket now.
Okay.
She understands better about what it is and maybe thinks it's would be a positive thing to release this guy.
Okay.
Or not release, but wake him up.
All right. You look
But
over the
she'll
panels.
ask Pip about it first.
Oh, sure. Pip's asleep, I guess.
Sorry, I was just choosing my spells.
You're good. It's so hard to hear you, Trident. I'm so sorry. I have to keep asking.
No, I know.
I feel bad, but
Let me see something.
I want them to hear you. All right. It's fairly simple. There's not that many buttons on the panels, mostly just lights to show the status of whatever's inside of it. You believe you know how. Actually, roll a investigation check, because there is also a different kind of button which might ruin this. Pip's pointing to one, and Sophia, you're like, I'm pretty sure it's this other one. Not the green one, not the red one.
But I want to push the button. I want to push it.
Let's look, if you really want to press the button, let's press this one. And she guides his hand to the green one.
The casket opens, and you see before you a phallus, sound asleep.
Oh,
That's Olivia's cat from, what's his name, Midas?
Monster
From
Hunter.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Yes, I love him.
I just chose a random Monster Hunter cat. Well, where am I? Who are you? Kind of sits up confused.
My name is Sophia. This here is my friend Pip. And I believe you've been asleep for about 1,000 years, give or take.
Oh my, that's a long time. They told me only 100. Oh, terrible.
I think everyone died before they could wake you up.
My name's Philippe. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure is all mine. So, we woke you up because we were getting out of here. There's not too much down here. It's honestly dangerous. And from my understanding, reading... Wait, whose notes were those? Was there a name in those notes that I read in that room? The like high priest or priestess's notes that I read earlier?
It wasn't Philippe.
Okay.
But there was a name, but it's, not really important. I would say it's
Okay.
his name was, let's see. I'm so bad at names sometimes. How about
Boblin. Bobbler.
Gobbler? Priest Gobbler.
Bobbler. Boblet.
Boblet. Yes, Boblet. Good old Priest Boblet.
From what I understood, reading, I think someone else's notes on your religion or church or whatever, I thought
Yes.
maybe you'd want to wake up and return to the surface with us, and maybe spread your culture, your history. Because
What do you mean? I mean, we're on the surface, aren't we?
mm, Remember when I said everyone died before they could wake you up?
Wait, hold on a moment. What do you mean everyone died?
Well, we're not too sure what happened, but basically the earth opened up, swallowed this city that we're in, and a long time passed. A new city was built on top. We recently discovered the way down here, and yeah,
Oh, cough
there's
up
some
a
fellas.
hairball. That's awful news. So you mean my kind is extinct now?
No, there's still some fellas up top, but I don't think they really remember their history, which
Well,
is why I
I
thought
have
we
to.
should bring you.
I have to talk to who's in charge. The High Fellas
We-
Chancellor will certainly have some answers for me, I'm sure.
So, more bad news. It's
Oh,
the fellas are not in charge. They are more like citizens of a different kingdom, and the person in charge will probably be dead soon. So, I would maybe get with the Felix and not the person in charge.
this is terrible. I haven't had a bad day like this since the last time I was forced to take swimming lessons. Ah, drat.
Oh.
Well, you're gonna have to
Oh.
take me to the surface. I have to find out what the hell is going on.
All right. Well, we'd be happy if you came with us.
Very well. I guess the best thing that you could do for me is take me to another fellas leader of some kind, even if it is an underground movement.
Yeah. We'll be sure to take you to the right person, or at least help you find the right person. Who was the other fellas sleeping?
Oh, well, you may have come after me, but if I was to guess, I think it was probably Pickle Toes.
Pickle toes.
Pickled Toes. Well, he's dead.
Oh my god, you're a harbinger of doom, aren't you?
Pip looks
I-
at Sophia like, Sophia, he just woke up after slumber. Take it easy on him.
I'm sorry. Am I the one that likes to be briefed upon returning?
So
I
you're
feel like
right.
anyone appreciates a good briefing here.
No,
Pip
you're right.
Anyways.
Sophia,
You're right.
and
I
he
want the
runs to
truth.
the other.
We did find another Felis named Nizo, but I believe he has already gone
Nizo?
to the surface. You two know each other?
Well, he's a young aspiring student at the academy at the time that I was teaching these whippersnappers about our long and proud history. I never thought that he would survive something like this. I mean, how is that even possible? He must have been in a cryogenic chamber, but I don't understand why they would have chosen him.
I think he said he was like the most brilliant inventor of the Felis, or
What?
something like that.
I mean, he was certainly smart, but top inventor? That's a bit of a surprise.
I mean, he kind of seemed to know everything. He was a huge help.
He would like
Yeah.
you to think that.
He was a huge help.
Well, that's good, I guess. Well, I do need to meet with him, so if there's any way I can be put in contact with him, that would be very good.
Well, we'll have to go up to the surface and see if he remains here. He might have gone off on some grand adventure with the our friends that he went with.
I see. Well, seems I have no choice but to accompany you if you are so willing.
Would you like to go see Pickled Toes before we go?
I would. Just give me a moment. He wasn't the most brilliant or wise, but he was certainly a good friend. Oh, pickle toes. Oh, they're just a pile of bone and ass now. I remember that one time that we went down to the ponds and caught fish and had a cheese picnic. It was so fun. You were a good friend to me, and I always admired your dedication to Corwin. You don't have to stare at me while I'm talking to him.
He looks back at you, a little bit uncomfortable.
She casts her eyes down.
Anyways,
Pickle
pickle
toes.
toes.
He was the greatest. He was the greatest among us.
You would
He
have
will be
liked him.
missed.
He made a mean macaroni, too. He'll be missed, my friend.
And he heads out.
So you worship Corwin?
I do. The fellas worship numerous deities, but Corwin was my chosen. He spoke
I
to me
knew it was
once.
something non-denominational.
Yes. We force no one.
So if you worship Corwin, what is with the statue back there?
Oh, the prime
statue that was-
designer.
Definitely destroyed when we came in.
Well, that's an interesting story. The high priest about 2,572 years ago discovered something during an excavation trip through some old ruins discovered below the surface. They found a very strange stone. When the high priestess touched it, he had a vision, a strange vision. He saw something that looked like that creature back there. And so he decided to erect a statue in honor of this creature. He said the creature was no longer alive in the way that we would think it was alive, but he said that it was still somehow connected to all of us.
Interesting. Now, when you say 973 years ago, do you mean from the time you went to sleep, or do you mean right now with the 1,000 years that have probably passed since you went to sleep?
I know from today that many years prior. If it has indeed been 1,000 years since I went to sleep. Or so, give or take, 100 years or so.
Hard to know. But we could probably figure it out sometime. Well, anyways, the way out is going to be very dangerous, so...
I am prepared.
Okay.
I want to show you something.
Oh, sure.
And, well, I'll take him back to that pool with the pedestal.
Okay. Yeah, let's go there. Okay.
We have lots of questions about this.
Well, this is where we attempted to raise a hive gate. It's a complicated process, but unfortunately we were unable to get the mycelium to grow, at least in the concentration needed to open the gate to enter a Siltspore passage, a theory that the high priest developed after his vision.
Are you familiar with the azure mushroom?
Yes, I am.
Did they help you try to cultivate the mycelium?
No, we had very limited contact with them at the time that I was alive. We were still negotiating a truce, a treaty of sorts. They were afraid that we would use them as a substance, and because they are intelligent creatures, they were very distrustful of our curiosities. Understandably so, because there were a few incidents that rogue fellas would go and catch some of the mushrooms and use them for their own ambitions.
I see. Well, it seems the tables have turned, maybe. There's more mushrooms than there are of you. Maybe,
Really?
yeah, they moved in next door, I believe. Um, maybe you could open negotiations again and, figure something out. I don't know if they can cultivate the mycelium or how mushrooms work. What is mycelium, like roots? Would that be like hair?
Yes, essentially. It's like that, yes. It reaches out and, more like, connections for communication almost. And the more that there are, the highly concentrated kinds can open a gate which leads to, well, not to, but between worlds
Okay.
and other planes of existence. It simultaneously connects the ethereal worlds with the material world.
Do you know what is outside of these gates? Like, let's say we're halfway through one and popped outside for a quick moment.
That is an intriguing question. I'm glad you asked. The high priest once told me that he saw such shadows looming behind the Silspore walls, the vortex that he fell through when he had his vision. He was not able to identify what those were. There have been many theories crafted, but none have ever been confirmed. It is thought that perhaps the Silspore passage and everything in existence comes from the mind of the prime designer, but how exactly that works, no one really knows. There is another
Okay.
theory that says all the stones which are used to connect the Silspore passage to us in the material realm are fragments of the prime designer's memory. And the most precious of those memories, or the most, shall we say, intact, are ones that are combined of all different kinds of these stones, which is the one that was inside of that statue's head.
Now, how important would that item be to you? And would you require that the back should be found?
Well, I did notice that the skull was cracked open. And, are you suggesting that you were the ones to take it?
Not suggesting. And she'll pull it out.
Oh, I see. Well, being that the empire that I used to belong to is long gone, I don't see why it's any trouble. You seem like good folks. As long as you're trying to use it to solve whatever these issues are that need solving, then I'm okay with that. I would like to know what you plan to do with it, however.
Well, my assumptions seem to have been correct. I do believe I know what this is, what it does, and I plan to protect it.
That's fine by me. Don't let it fall into the wrong hands. If they had that, they could connect the heist gates to the Silspore Passage, which would lead them to any direction of their choosing, because this stone, this memory, is intact with all different kinds of the elite stones. It's essentially a one-way ticket to whichever plane or planet you would choose to go to.
Oh,
Understood.
Typically, for example, you would need to use a sunstone to go to the Cloud Coast. Of course, no one has actually gone there. It's just sort of a theory.
Which one is the Cloud Coast?
Oh, the Cloud Coast. Let me tell you a little bit about it.
He clears his throat, and he starts to talk to you about Ilir Nairn, a human, once human, or said to be human, who is the deity of balance and justice. He serves the plane of the Cloud Coast. His stone is the Sunstone, and his symbol is the weighted scales. He's a strong human of like immense muscles and is a master of martial arts. He talks about Rakana, who is a half-elf, the deity of music. The plane is Cloud Coast, stone is the Moonstone, and the symbol is an instrument, usually a lute or a flute, I guess. And let's see if there are any more from the Cloud Coast. I think just those two. Yeah.
We, not too long ago, made some friends who claimed to be from another world. Oania, if you've heard of it.
There are countless planets in the multiverse. I perhaps have seen it, and I don't think so, though. None of our people have actually gone through the Silspore Passage, though the High Priest did describe some locations of note, I guess. They might be in the annals of our history.
Okay. Now, I want to show you this other room, and she's gonna walk with him down to the one that has the statue of Corwin.
Yeah.
Ah, the deity chamber. Still relatively intact. After all this time. Amazing.
Yeah, there's a public bathroom if you need it. She
Ah,
points to
yes. The meditation chamber with a built-in...
What was it again? It was the
litter box.
A built-in litter box. I spent many hours in here, reflecting on my religious pursuits and taking a nice and long poop or pee. Ah, our engineers are something else.
I think the last person to use it did not scoop it, or maybe they didn't bury what they left.
Oh,
It's,
jeez.
it's a bit of a. It's become its own entity now. We should probably slay
see.
it.
Yeah, let's not go back in here. Some things are best left behind in the past. I'll have to find
Or
another litter box.
maybe. I mean, it did seem to be some kind of giant fungal growth coming off of it. Is that enough mycelium? What if we turned that pool up there into a giant litter box and let it overgrow with fungus?
That's a genius
the one that's
idea. I never thought of that.
Why
Quick.
did I say that?
We've got to get this thing together and put it over there in the pool. Let's see. There's a storage closet that we could go check out. Give me one moment.
He goes over here through the door, and then he goes all the way up the hall to this section here, into this room. And he comes back a few moments later, this right here, E86, with a wheelbarrow and some shovels.
Okay, let's get to scraping.
He comes back in. He starts scraping all the fungus off,
It's you right there, brother.
and he starts putting it in the wheelbarrow.
Oh, God.
Oh, these are
Ugh.
badass pictures, Trident. Very
She's
cool.
gonna hold her breath and help him, I guess.
He gathers it all and he starts wheelbarrowing it. He does this with you guys for a while. He wheelbarrows it all the way back, and it starts to amass in this depression in the room or the pool.
Are you certain that you want to travel through the Silspore Passage right now?
I was more of thinking just like giving ideas for the future. I don't think we have any intention of traveling through it.
Yeah, not yet.
But I thought you going to the surface, maybe uniting your people and sharing the history that they may or may not have forgotten, and you guys come back down here and reclaim this of some sorts, and giant litter box doubles the Silspore Passage. I don't know.
I see. We'll see, I guess. I haven't met with my people. I don't know the condition of our civilization, but I'm certainly interested in trying. For now, I'll leave this wheelbarrow full of mycelium in the pool, but we should probably continue on our way if we don't plan to open the Silspore Passage.
Yeah, we should.
Asked, yeah.
Um,
Asked a question, by the way.
Sure, yeah.
If he knows anything about the padlocks.
Oh, the padlocks. Yes, those hold other kinds of stones. If you're interested in them, I can't get the key. Just a moment.
He goes back up. I'm just going to zoom out here for you. And he goes down this hallway on the left into this room. And in this room, there is a safe that he has the code for. He opens it up. He gets some keys that he brings back, and he opens up these 4 containers, or cabinets, I should say. And the cabinets hold 4 different stones, which means you will have 5. The first one, I think, was the Star Stone, which leads to the Cloud Coast. The next one was the... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Cat's Eye. And then we had the Pearl. And the Petrified Horns. You should write that down somewhere. And what were you asking?
we need to find a way to keep these safe.
Yeah, we have too many important stones.
Yeah. It's a lot. You also have the stone that you're carrying is technically petrified brain because it's a memory. So technically 5. Those are all super important. But remember, the petrified brain represents all the different kinds of stones. So when you use it, you can go anywhere, which is huge. The other group has been playing for super, super, super long time, right? They've never gotten one of these. So that is like a major artifact in this multiverse.
Oh. Where does the Starstone take us?
Starstone takes you to Bartholomew Brigsby. He's the deity of wisdom, goes to the ethereal sea. Let's see. It's Bartholomew Brigsby, I suppose.
The Cat's Eye takes us to...
The world of catnips. It's catnip raining for you.
Where does the Cat's Eye take us?
Oh, sorry. Cat's Eye takes you to its Elk Hunter, so it'd be Beastlands. Specifically, within the Beastlands, there's multiple places. It's called the Rustling Blades. Yeah, there's the Riverlands, the Rustling Blades, the Finmuck, the Jarring Jungles of Jahir, the Steep, Giant's Jaunt, Adowin's Spine, and Desert's Door. But that one is, yeah, he's like the patron of the Rustling Blades. That's where what he represents, or the Lord of, I should say.
In the Pearl?
In the Pearl, it's Briella, the deity of lust and loneliness, goes to the Elfkin Wood, and then the area within the Elfkin Wood is called the Cursed Bloom Glade. I think Cursed Bloom or Cursed Bloom Glade. Let me double check that. Elfkin Wood, there's Briella. Yeah, the Cursed Bloom Glade.
Yes.
And
Yeah, hold all the magic portals. Yeah, let the portals take you wherever.
Okay, and the petrified horns.
Petrified horns. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just say... I said the wrong one. I'm sorry. Cat's eye is... Hold on. I messed that up. No, I said rustling blades in the Beastlands, right? Elk Hunter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then the next one was... That would be Corwin. That's the Beastlands again, but the Steep.
And that's for which one again?
Petrified horns.
Petrified horns, yeah. All this
These are
is
going to be in our
also...
shared treasure.
You can also find this in your Doors to Divinity forum. If you go to their... I used to post the episodes there. I'm not going to do that anymore, but you can find it. I think it's called... Just look for religions, maybe? No. What would it be under? Well, it's in there somewhere. You can look for it. I think it's at the bottom. It lists out like all the planes and the religions and everything. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Okay. I think I made them all.
Awesome.
Sweet. They're in our shared treasure. We need to keep these safe.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Did I add lava stone? We have 2 lava stones, right?
You do. So the lava stones
Shared
go
treasure.
to the hells.
Oh, I forgot
There are
about the
many
levels.
different levels of
We
hell.
have half a piece each, right? We have half a piece of
Yeah, I can't hear you. What?
half a, we have half a stone, right? Each
Yeah.
of the
Each one counts as a stone.
okay.
But yeah, the hells are a major demi-plane, and let's see. If you're in a plane and you want to travel to other planes, you can actually physically move across them, or you can go through a Silspore passage to make it quicker. But there is like a physical component, so you can like physically travel across the planes, just like you can physically travel across the material realm. They're all connected at different points. So, like for example, you can go from the corroded chasms to the tyrant's jagged crown, which are two different things.
Okay. Cool.
I really need to get like a map drawn of that or something. It'd be really cool.
That would be.
Okay. Well, it is 8:30. I don't know. You guys want to call it here? Might be a good spot to call it.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was a lot of lore. You didn't even get that far.
Yeah. We definitely
We
learned a
got
lot.
1 combat and 1
Yep.
new friend.
We got a new friend. Sophia.
True.
Oh, wait a
Very
minute.
true.
Isn't that other cat with us?
Oh,
The demon
that's
cat?
true. Yeah, because we're bringing it to the surface. He wants to go to the surface,
Oh my
right? Or-
god, I forgot.
Wait, what?
Meatball.
Wasn't he bringing us somewhere actually? Meatball bringing us somewhere actually?
Yeah,
No, we took Meatball.
Oh,
We took
him.
Meatball to the catnip.
Hello. I'm sorry I was gone for a while. I was licking my fur.
Who's this?
I am Meatball. Yes, I'm a devil. Don't be alarmed.
Philippe. This is Meatball. Meatball, this is Philippe. Meatball is he's going through the surface to distribute catnip
Mhm.
and start an empire.
Well, that's awkward. Where did you come from exactly? How did something from the hells get here?
He doesn't know that
Oh yeah.
that the devils like collapsed, that whole thing collapsed the city.
So remember when they said everyone died and the city fell into the ground and a new city was built on top of it?
Yes.
So basically, I think the reason that the the planet opened up and swallowed the city was because devils from the hells opened up a hive gate underneath the city or something and tried to, I don't know, do devil shit. And the big disaster, city go fall, and the people die.
Pippi just nodding like nonstop, like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So, anyways, they came through. They brought like a menagerie of like evil pets for some reason, and Meatball was one of them. There's a snake. What was his name? Jeffrey? I don't know. And an
Oh yes.
octopus?
Yeah, they're not of consequence. And Philippe, to clarify, I wasn't personally responsible. It has to do with my colleagues. A little overambitious, if you ask me. So, don't blame me for the destruction of your civilization.
Well, that's just... I can't believe this. I mean, you're the reason that all my people are gone?
Look, like I said, I'm not personally responsible. I don't think you should be blaming me for this.
Well, who else am I supposed to blame? You're the only devil down here, damn it.
Well, there's Lady Balama, there's Mammon, there's Mammon and all of its consorts. There's this little ink demon, but I wouldn't blame him for anything.
Being gone for 1,000 years sucks.
I can relate, actually. One time I was cast away for 1,000 years, and I felt like I didn't know anybody when I returned. But you'll get over it, trust me. Another 1,000 years go by. Oh, right, you won't live that long. Never mind. He walks away. Begins licking his ass.
Oh my god. Don't blame him. He's just evil. It doesn't make him a bad person. You just need to understand the context.
Well, he's hardly a person. He's a devil spirit or something, but... whatever. Just get me to the surface.
Okay. Then let's go.
Okay.
Do we know
Next
which
time
where to go?
on Doors to Divinity.
Well, let's go. What'd you say, Trident?
I'm saying we already know which path to take right afterwards, or would
You need to go southwest.
okay.
You assume this door down here, probably.
Yep. Alrighty.
GG's.
Good.
That was fun.
GG's.
Anything we want to chat about before we totally end it?
Yeah, up to you guys.
I like Pip to have a new image that I just shared with Genie and Sophia. So
Yeah, we should get our new images on stream.
Yeah. Oh, you want?
wanna-
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Which one did you want there? The
Probably.
one where he's yelling, probably, right?
yeah.
Okay, I can get that up. Hold on. I just gotta save it. Do you have one too?
What Oh, yeah, just the one my character's using. I can send it to you.
Oh, I didn't. I clicked the wrong one. Ugh.
Oh.
That's why. I have them both up in case we switch and I clicked the wrong one. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let's see here. Pip 2. And then we just do this. Yeah, look at that. It's so cool.
What was your favorite part of today, Trident?
The smacking off the statue and not doing nothing completely at all, and just looking at zeros
Getting 2 points of exhaustion.
and getting 2 points of exhaustion.
Nice. I think I liked waking Philippe up.
That was fun.
Because just like casually telling him it's been like 1,000
that was
years
hilarious.
and like it's not just been 1,000 years and like all your loved ones have passed away of old age. Like everybody fucking died. Your city sank into the earth. Just like casually giving him just the spark notes of all that, and him just being like, "What? What?
Yeah,
Cough up a hairball. What happened?"
it's so funny.
And then
Love it.
also him meeting Meatball was pretty good.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed telling you the tale of Corwin the Minotaur. When that was East's
Yeah.
character. East did that. He jumped up and he's like, "I
Oh.
smashed the brain." He used the frost giant's axe to smash the mind flayer's brain
And
within
you were
the
like,
yeah.
Oh, so East had
and you're
been
like,
on-
"Oh, okay. Well, I
was
guess the
wondering.
campaign's over. There's now a multiverse, and you're all gods. Make new characters."
Yeah. My whole idea was that there was this sorcerer who had used mushrooms to like gain incredible like, you know, magic, right? And so he became so strong that he just like became malformed, and then he turned into a planet. He just kept growing. And then
Mhm.
so when East killed the central brain, it like imploded, and like the brain recreated existence, and that's how they became deities in this multiverse. So all the characters you meet, all the characters that I like listed off earlier, like for all the deities and stuff, those are all actual characters, like fully fleshed out, you know, who have like relationships with each other and all sorts of other stuff. So it makes it
And
easy for world building.
is one of them a seagull?
One of them's not a seagull. That would be cool though. Yeah, no
What,
seagulls.
What is Sweeney?
Oh, Sweeney. Sweeney is a terror bird, and he's famous for his dancing and trancing. He does a dance called the scratch scratch stomp, and all his followers do that dance as well.
Amazing.
He's one of the other group's favorites. They love Sweeney.
Then, as we
They
know,
found him when they
Paul-
were hunting dinosaurs, and then they like stumbled into a terror bird. I don't remember exactly what transpired, but it was pretty funny. Okay. Well, I think that's it for me anyway. What about you guys?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's good.
Okay. Well, GG's. We will see everybody next time. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Oh, I will get the discount right now, Oracle, right before I end stream. And then I will probably be back.
I guess I couldn't stand it. Now I finally feel free as we explore this planet. Your help is what I need. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. I know I was feeling trapped. What I needed was liberation. Now I know you got my back as we continue our exploration. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have